Welcome back here on the Roundtable program. Appreciate, as always, you spend a part of your Sunday with us. Glad to have our next guest with us here this afternoon. Everybody looking forward to January 21st. No more than, more so than Michael Huggins here joining us, and also a familiar face here to 13 ABC. You know him from his time here at the station, but also his time as mayor of the city of Toledo. Cardi Finkbeiner, glad to see you as well.
Nice to be here.
Michael, as you guys work toward the inauguration, you 4 years ago put together a bus trip that took a number of individuals over there to our nation's capital to see the first inauguration of President Obama. You're trying again for this one. Why do you put your heart into something like this?
Well, for one, been off work, laid off, looking to go back after the end of January here. Just wanted to lift up the city on a positive thing, and hopefully our city officials, from the mayor, city council, all the way down to the average city of Toledoan, just come on and climb aboard on the bus and represent the city of Toledo down for the historic inauguration down there in Washington, D.C.
Are you political? Are you political by nature, or is this just an American move you're making?
It's just an American move.
Yeah.
I love my city so much. I really like to represent down Washington, D.C., not only myself, but to have some fellow Toledoans go down with me as well.
We're going to get to the specifics of people getting in contact with you and also checking out the website, and then you come on board, so to speak, with this bus trip. And first and foremost, we know of your workings with the Democratic Party and also obviously with the Obama campaign here the last year. Was this just a natural progression for you to be involved with this trip?
The number one thing, Jeff, is this man right here. I like, in the 4 years since I left office, to help people that I think have hearts that are very driven to be of help genuinely to other people without asking a thing in return. No money, no glory, no fame. And when I met Michael and he was working to get some of our younger Toledoans on a bus for the dedication of the Martin Luther King statue in Washington, D.C., I was very impressed with how giving he was of his time and energy and his gentleness to people. And so when he asked to help on this one, it was very easy, as I had been a Obama supporter and worker during the last year. It was very easy to carry over from when we worked together to get people there for the Martin Luther King dedication about 3 years ago now? 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You did this first trip, and how was the response then? What has the response been so far?
Well, back in '09, the response, I took about 52 people down there, and it was great. It was so great. I looked forward. I counted the days to a couple weeks from now to be back.
Yeah.
But something came in between then and now was the Dr. King unveiling, and I got my organized all the Toledoans to climb aboard again to make an unexpected trip down there.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to be down there again in a couple weeks.
I always think about my viewers and what they've heard my guests say and the questions they would want me to ask. You mentioned being laid off and the fact that you've got the time now to do this. What do you do for a living?
I'm a forklift driver, 28 years forklift driver for a steel plant in North Toledo. And usually the end of in November we get laid off, and I like to occupy my time and wisely, and I like to uplift myself, and I like to rub that off on the Toledoans as well.
You get called back to work though, and
hopefully here in the next 2 or 3 weeks I'll be returning back to work.
Yeah. As you look forward to this trip, talk about people who go on this bus trip, how their day pans out. Obviously, you leave Sunday the 20th, the inauguration the 21st, as deemed by the Constitution of the United States. But talk about the days as you're there.
The day is just an uplifting, beautiful day down there. They got free concerts, Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, a host of others is down there performing. They got the Smithsonian you can visit, all the historic landmarks. It's just a great day to walk around, reflect on all the history down in Washington, D.C. and bring back great stories, and just being a part of that.
Yeah.
down there in
Have you
Washington,
been to the
D.C.
inauguration before?
Have not ever been.
Are you
to
going
the
this time?
Yes, Amy's going as well, my wife, and it's a great. This is a great opportunity because Amy would like to spend 2 or 3 days. As long, she has to take time off from work as long as we're going to be there. And we've been pricing hotel rooms in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, and the prices are absolutely mind-bogglingly out of sight. So this bus trip is phenomenal opportunity.
$125.
Exactly.
$125
You can't
round
get a
trip.
room now for less than about $600, where you would normally pay $125 to $150. They're $600 to $1,000 per night now for hotel rooms. So
What does that 125 get you?
That 125 gets you the bus trip there and back, and the whole day you wouldn't board the bus to come back until 5:30 in the afternoon, Monday afternoon. As far as returning, so it's just a great day to spend outside Toledo and.
Are you there
on
for an
history.
overnight?
Actually, we got the hotel rooms. We had to cancel those because of the logistics. As far as getting to Toledo, I think the physical cliff had a lot to do with it. The uncertainty
cliff, yeah, sure.
On people wanting to reserve their seats and so forth, their hotel rooms. But we have 4 buses. They're all turnaround buses.
Okay.
And we are over quite a bus. We got 3 more buses we're looking to fill up.
Okay.
Any church group, high school group. Look forward to getting a call from anyone here in the city of Toledo, Northwest Ohio, to give me a call and get everybody down there in Washington, D.C.
This was, and I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, this was obviously so historic. 4 years ago, first African-American president ever. And when you look at kind of and they talked about this during the campaign and during the presidential election, but kind of that, do you feel like the I guess the hysteria around this event has kind of died out a little bit, or?
I don't think so. I think it maybe have died out because I think the looming of the physical cliff, but the excitement, I think it's still there. It's certainly, I have it within myself, and being from Toledo, I'm sure all Toledoans have the excitement of the 2013 inauguration, and I encourage them all to come ride with us down to Washington, D.C.
Cardi, what do you
a
think?
lot of people, Jeff, thought that there would be a downturn in the November election as a result of enthusiasm and the newness of our first African-American president. It had worn off, and it turned out that actually the numbers turned out as supportive. His margin of victory over Romney was not as great as over Senator McCain, but the numbers in states actually did mirror very much 4 years before the turnout. So and the Obama people are telling me they're not having any problem selling the packages that they're selling for balls and things of that nature. So I think it's going to be a very successful. I hope it's a tad warmer than it was 4 years ago. Could we pass on a positive comment about somebody though who remains an inspiration to a lot of Toledoans, and he encourages both of us? Ben Williams, always thinking about young people and encouraging young people to be participants in society, has been one of our biggest encouragers and supporters.
Former Scott High School basketball
Ben
coach,
Williams,
of course.
We got Ben Williams Youth
AD
Service Group.
for the city of Toledo. Yes.
Correct.
And we're love Ben and everything that he do for the kids here in the city of Toledo, along with his youth group.
Yeah.
And Detective Mosley, retired
Sergeant of Arms.
Of course. Yes.
Sergeant of Arms. He donated a ticket for Toledoan to get on the bus to be down in Washington, D.C. Along with Jack Ford.
Yes.
And host of other people here in the city of Toledo.
I'm glad you brought up Mr. Ford's name, and I would be at a loss if I didn't ask you, being here on the show, because I've had the pressure put on me from our newsroom, but your name has gone around. You've been in politics for most of your life, and your name has gone around in circles as far as we see Jack Ford wanting to be a part of the Toledo City Council again after being a member of the Toledo Schools Board. Your name has gone around again for being mayor and in the city of Toledo. You were sitting here at 70.
Oh, 73.
73.
I
A
thought you-
spry.
I was wondering if the temperature was
a spry.
coming.
Yeah, it's 72. It's a comfortable 72 in here. But you sitting here at a spry 73. Are you interested in being mayor again?
No, I'm supporting Jack in his bid at large for the at-large council seat. We go back a lot of
Right.
years, as you well know, as friends, even though we competed once against each other for the
Of course.
for the mayor's job. But I think council would benefit from having Jack's prior experiences, and he also has reached a point where he's less interested in having everybody. I think it's fair to say.
But why is your name being thrown around?
I haven't heard it being
It is.
thrown around until
I'll tell
this
you it
morning.
is.
Well, I suppose I'm not sure. Maybe until I join folks wherever I'm going after this earth, maybe it'll stop being thrown around then. But until that time, I'm
But
not
you
sure
have
that
you can sit here today and say you have no interest whatsoever for another 4 years, a fourth term for mayor here in Toledo.
I have interest in city politics and state politics and federal politics. I've transferred a little bit of that local and state to my interest in the federal government scene during the course of involvement with Obama the last year, and I've just been focused to basically on the issues you talked about with your first guest this morning and things of that nature. I find it fascinating. My involvement here in 2013, though, will be to help Jack get a seat on city council, because I think he would be a great asset in the problem solving that the city has in front of him. And I've had my opportunity, and now I enjoy weighing in with people like Michael and others who perhaps can get a little boost from whatever I'm able to bring into that cause. And so I'm enjoying that immensely, Jeff.
I appreciate your answer on that, and I want to get people the information at home, the phone number they can call, and also the website they can
Right.
check out.
That's give me a call at 419-932-5460, or you can go to WashingtonBusTrip.com and reserve your seat for the bus. Buses is filling up, and definitely want to take all 4 buses down there and represent the city of Toledo.
Jeff.
Michael,
Thank you
pleasure.
very, very much.
Charlie, good
Healthy,
to see
happy
you as
New Year
always.
to you.
You as well. Stay right there. We wrap things up right after this.
Your table is ready.